Hi, it's Jess here from Nigezza Creates. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm here with the So Shabby kit from Suzanne at Nonstop Papercrafting, and she did a call out for people who would want to be a guest designer for July to use this kit. And I've known Suzanne now for quite a while. We're both moderators together in Junk Journaling for Everyone. And so I said, yeah, I said sewing journals on my to-do list. So that'll be great. It will get my thoughts going, and that journal sort of started. So I've printed it off. The colours might be slightly different because I have tea dyed, and it's just an ordinary inkjet printer, so sometimes you get bleed through, so I think there might be some discoloration there, but that's how it becomes unique and your own, and I really like that effect. So I think this green tinge is from the tea dyeing, and then on the other side it's got to come through this side, which I really like. So I like the way that looks in a journal. I love this page. I really love it. Love this colour. I like the tape measures down the side. I just think that's fab, so I can't wait to sort of do something with this. Again, tea dyed at the back. Here we've got some distressing and some scissors and things in the background, which I think is great. Goes with my sort of grungy style. There's another sheet here where you can see a little bit of bleeding through. It's come through on this side, but again, that's what I like, that effect when it happens. I think this might be upside down, Jez. There we go, because that writing's now right. Love this as well. I love this sort of almost sort of like you've done a little bit of a paint effect on it. It's fab. And then there were these tags, which this is 200 GSM paper, and I've just tea dyed on the back ready. And this was, so it was, you get these big tags, and I just shrunk them down as well, so I've got 2 to page. So I've got lots of options of what I want to do. These are the pockets, so I've done nothing with these. So these will be, I'll just use a bit of ink blending on the back for these when I make them up. Then there was a nice little patchworky bit there, and your dressmaker's mannequin there. These aren't tea dyed. And then I just did a few things, 2 per page, which I thought these would make nice backs to journaling cards as well, or I could just decorate them up and make my own journaling cards with the ephemera. I printed the ephemera 2 to page as well, because I felt that was a size that I'm sort of cut that out, stick it on. That's more the size that I would be happier to work with. So I did 2 pages like that. And again, this page I printed 2 to page as well. And the other ephemera page, it's just a size I am happier to work in. And Suzanne has done videos of dressing these up, and there's some freebies as well over on her Ko-fi page. I haven't grabbed those yet, to be fair, and I will be. So yeah, so I am going on holiday, taking this with me to get started. I might do some fussy cutting in the car. I'm not a fussy cutter normally, or I might just, no, you're trying to kid, Jez. That's going in the scan and cut before we leave. So yeah, so I shall be probably having a little play at different times on holiday, and then when I get back, I'll be able to show you, which will be about 2 minutes into this video. So yeah. Okay, so back from holiday, so everything is cut out, and I have inked around everything. So I even got the freebies off and inked round them all. I had no idea that was an envelope. So worked that out when I was on holiday, so I backed it onto some paper, and that's where I've put all the ephemera that I cut out. I did use my scanners cut, I did fussy cut some things, and they've all been inked. So I'm going to start creating something. Okay, so I've had a little play. I ripped up, so I'd had these printed 2 to a page. I ripped one up so that I've got all sorts of bits that I could possibly use. I've had a little think about clusters, etc. So let's just have a look at what I thought I could possibly do. I'm hoping I'm in frame. My mirroring software is just not going to work. So yeah, I think I am. I can't see what my camera is filming. Right, so let's take this. Let's take this one. So I don't really like her. That's just me. I think if I'm going to use these dresses, they're a different style. So I thought I might cover her up. And I quite like the idea of having not a full dress, and maybe put in an old-fashioned sewing machine behind. I know that's from a different era as well, but you know, that's okay. And I picked out a word stitch. There, I thought that might go quite nicely. We've got different rulers, well, you know, tape measures. I thought that might go quite nice. I thought I could put a bit in, and I just fancied a bit as the top of the tag. So I am gonna just glue this down. I might use my bigger glue actually. I did cut these out thinking they'd just be nice little journaling cards, but so I have printed them on slightly thicker. So I think these are on 200 GSM, which using it like this didn't need to really, but hey ho. And I printed on the back rather than tea stain them. So put that on there like so. Yep. And then I'll stick that in there. So what I'm going to do to make life just a wee bit easier, I might just, oops, I just cut that down there a bit. So, and by cut, of course, I mean ruler rip. And then I've got a portion of a dress I can use for some other project. That needs rubbing now. There we go. So we now need to ink that a bit. So I've decided making some ephemera because it's getting to the end of the month and this has to be done. So yeah, don't mind that there's a bit showing underneath there. I might even put something under there that I could use. I've got another little tape measure. Could just stick a bit of that on there. Let's just rip. And I'll just stick that at the bottom because we can't see it a tad. Oh, I need to fill this up. There we go. hoping I'm in frame. I can't really check properly. So, yeah, so new mirroring software, Temperamental. It worked beautifully the other day when I filmed something. And then today I can't get it. Can't get it to connect. Can't get it to talk. Between my phone and my iPad. Just not happening. So what can you do? I thought I was cooking on gas when I got it working, and then no, today it's going, no, mind you, it might be because Ed's working from home today, as well as James, who always works from home. So it could be a problem there with the fact that there's 3 of us using the Wi-Fi. Yeah, liking that. Bit of stitch. Stick that there. Picking this up again. Need to fill it. Might have to stop filming and fill it. I'll make this tag first before I make the others. Oh, she's not straight. There we go. And then I could use this one. I was gonna have a top to the tag. Might use this because I've used it on the bottom and then it will match, but I actually want this to not be torn. So how wide are we? We're not quite 3/4 of an inch wide. Not that that really matters. So I might go 3/4 of an inch. Like so. And then let's just fold it in half. Yep. Give that a bit of burnish there. We of course need a bit of ink at the bottom and the top. And then I just thought, put that on the top so it's slightly proud. And I thought that would work nice. Oh, not you. I'll fill you up in a sec. That was a lot of glue. Spread it around. I'll lift some off. And then it's not quite centered. It's a good job we got a bit of wiggle. There we go. That's my thoughts there with that tag. Yeah, liking that. I might even stitch around it to finish it off, so I might do that. Okay, so that is it sewn round. So I think, you know, being a sewing journal, it needs stitching, and so that's that. So happy with that. So I keep saying so. This is for so shabby. So we've got this one. I've said it again. I was wondering about maybe using the other half of that dress there, like that. I liked that. I think That's quite cool. I was wondering about putting this behind as well. Put that and then do this again at the top. That was my idea for this one. So we need to chop this a bit. What did I do with my little chopper? Put it there. What did I do? 1.5, I think, didn't I? So I quite like the look of that. And then that like that, and I like the way that colour picks up that. So that is cool. And then we have this other big tag. So this is all the big tags. So it's got pink. So we've got the pink dress, which go on there. Again, I did think about not having it all on. And then we need something, I mean, it's also got a bit of blue in it, so I wasn't sure. And the blue's got the bird there. We've got a bird up there. So I was in 2 minds about that one. Oh, was I going to put Singer on there? Because she's on a little sewing machine. Yeah. And then I've got this button card to go behind, and we've got buttons. Was where I was feeling that one. Still not sure if I don't want the pink. That is still my thoughts. And shall I use that again? Up there. My problem is I'm not a pink lover. It looks quite a bit, I mean, I can cope with the bits of pink that are in there. Now there was a big bow, wasn't there? There's a bow, yeah. To do that, and then we'll cut it down so it'll have some of it off it. Goes with the bow there. Yeah, I might do that. Yeah, so that is where I'm thinking I'm going with that one. So we'll cut this down, and then, I mean, it doesn't matter that they're all matching, but it's same thought process going through there. Oops. So that is where I'm going with that one. So I will just speed us up a little bit as I sew that together. So there they are done. So I am going to stitch round like I did that one. Okay, so I'll be back in a sec. So there we are, that's my 3 tags done. So that's them there, all sewn. I think I like these two better than that one. It's probably me with the old pink, and it's not me. And the little bits of pink on these I can just cope with. So yeah, I quite like the way I've used those dresses. Quite pleased that I've made a little bit of a start here to a shabby sewing themed journal, because I've wanted to do one for ages and I've got loads and loads of lovely stuff to use. So yeah, I think I'm going to work on some pockets now. The kit has got pockets which I've sort of cut out and prepared, but I thought I'd make some other pockets with some of these pages. Shall I do a quick pocket? Let's do a quick pocket actually. What am I like for saying that'll be it, and then I don't. So I want to just neaten this edge. So I just cut that down a bit, yeah, and I'm just going to score, so I want it folded over, so we'll go at 1/2 inch, I think, along there. It's got a score blade but it keeps coming out, it's annoying me, so we'll do that to give it a nice firm top. I quite fancy that as the pocket, really like that, and I just like the way that sort of looks really. So let me check. I'm thinking 4 inches wide is what we need. So if that goes down the middle of 2, and we score there, and do the same there, put that up the middle of 2, you can see the 2 there. That should put it just about in the middle. So that's folded over there, that's folded over there. Yeah, cooking on gas. So that pop in there nicely. Could turn it into a floating bag really. No, but no. So I'm going to trim off about 1/2 inch there. There we go, could use that for something else. Go there, about, oh no, I want that to be on the 1/2 inch, just that crease there. There we go, so that's my pocket fold over. And then I'm going to lose that bit on the bottom. Hey ho, that's the way the cookie crumbles. I'm going to have a little bit of it. But I am going to lose some of it. Still liking it. There we go. So then we do some snipping. So we just snip there and there. So that's top of the pocket folded down, and then we've got our side bits for our gusseted pocket. So that means that whatever you put in the pocket, you can go right up to the edge. And so we'll glue this one down. Like so. So it's just nice to have a folded over edge at the top of the pocket, just to give it a bit of strength. And then these will be glued down to a page, and I'm just going to put a bit, you put the bottom flap on the outside so that whatever you're putting down into the pocket doesn't get caught. So there we go. Love that. Love it as a design for the pocket. And we need a little ink around. It's not necessary if you don't like inking. I just like inking. And I've inked everything else, so once you start, that is the way it's got to go. So let's get one of the pages. I am creating a craft lunch. I'm liking this page, so it's that way up, Jess. So there we go. Just as a for instance, that could go on there. And the little tag would fit in there. And I could embellish that further. I've got one of these that I could pop on with a few other little bits and bobs. Oh, I quite like something to go along the top. Not sure about that. We've got one with flowers on. How about that? So could have that going across the top. I think that's quite cool. Always like to decorate the top. So let's just take a little tad off that. So we'll just cut down there. Then it's well and truly, could have put lace actually, thinking about it, but done now. Trim it after. There's my bobbin that I was thinking of using. It's there. Cover up that hole. Little button. Little button would be nice. There, that's quite a nice little cluster down there. So we'll there. And I'm going to want a word, because that's how I roll. That nicely ties in with the top there. There we go. So that go on there. Be a nice pocket. I might choose a different page, but that's just giving you an idea. So that is that. We'll call that definitely done now. So this has been design team project, guest design team project for Nonstop Crafting, and I will link down to Suzanne's kit down below, so you can go and purchase it if you want to. I think it's lovely, and yeah, I've enjoyed putting these things together. There are some wonderful examples as well by other people on the guest design team as well, so go and check out what they've done. Some have made videos, you might find some on Instagram or in Line.arrow and Crafting for Everyone. I think you'll find projects as well. Okay, thanks for joining me, and I will see you again very soon. Bye.